Hey guys, and welcome back to my world. Now, what I have for you today is another item elevator. Now, I know it's probably the second video like this I've done in about a week, and it's just because the latest snapshot actually broke the glitch, or actually fixed the glitch that I was using to get the items to automatically move up. So, what normally happened was if you had any kind of dispenser or a dropper like this, and you had a comparator pointing in, and you had a steady power source, this comparator would constantly tick. So it will immediately spit out 64 of those, and it'll one at a time, and it'll continue spitting it out until nothing was left. Okay, so this, as you can clearly see, no longer works. So that pretty much breaks any contraption that relied on the comparator constantly ticking when powered. So yeah, I had to come up with a way around that. Okay, so what I've got here is once again a item elevator, which can be as high as possible. What I did do though is I've actually added a horizontal pipe as well. I mean, this is not necessary to get the items to the top, but it just kind of makes it a bit interesting to show you how this could possibly work as well. Okay, so this all really relies on a one wide clock, okay, which is very simple. And I'm just going to quickly build the clock here just to show you. So basically, first of all, you start with one block. You start with a redstone torch. Okay, you have one block on top of the torch, and you have one block on the other side. Then you want to put one piece of redstone dust over here, and you want to put a repeater going from this block into that block, like so, with at least one tick. Okay, and then you have it, a very basic one wide clock. Right, so I'm using the clock down here, and I'll use it up there, which I'll show you in a moment. Okay, so how does this work? So as you can see, I have this clock over here, so there it's the blue circuit there. You know what, it should actually be this circuit as well, but okay, so there we have the one wide clock. Now the comparator over here is testing if there's any items in this particular dropper, which there is not. Okay, so it's off, which means that this torch is actually on, which powers this repeater over here, which constantly powers this, basically turns off this torch, so that this clock is not running at all. Okay, then we have a inverted torch over here. So if that torch is on, this one will go off, this one will go on, that one will go off, this one will go on, and so forth. Okay, so it'll just flash up all the way with each tick. So the moment I put items in there, so let's just do 64. Okay, you'll see this goes on, the comparator goes on, it then turns on this clock, which will then constantly tick and drive the items all the way up. Okay, so it'll just take all the items all the way up. Now you'll see what I've just done is, as I said before, I put a horizontal piping like so, and then it just kind of spits out the items on that side. So in theory, as you can see, I have no stone. So once this is actually finished running, in theory, I should have 64 stone right at the bottom. So we'll just leave this to tick away. Okay, so it's perfect for multiple stacks and so forth. It's actually a great little contraption. So there you can see that is now finished. So it turned this torch back on, which stops the clock, which stops everything there. So the last item should be coming through now. And then once we're done, I'm going to collect them all up, and we're going to have a look at how much items we have. It's 64. It's pretty much, I mean, 99.9% reliable. As far as I've tested it so far. So let's have a look. There we go, 64. Right, then what we basically have here is pretty much the same setup as there, but just one wide. Okay, so basically we've got the clock running here. We've got the comparator testing if there's items in there, which turns on this torch, which turns on this repeater, which turns off this clock. So the moment there's an item in there, so let's just do 16. So the moment there's an item in there, it'll turn on the clock, and it will dispense one item per 2 ticks. Okay, it's very important that you give the clock at least 1 tick, otherwise it will burn out the torch. Okay, so that really, and then add those two together, and we have 64. Perfect. So there you have an item elevator, and this elevator can be extended as high as you want. I mean, it can be, yeah, up to sky, as much as you want. Cool, yeah, so this is a great little update. I've already started updating a lot of the stuff I've built with this new method, and yeah, I hope you you like and enjoy this. Yeah, also I just want to say I've started a new Let's Play series called Trapped Down Below, which basically sees if I can survive without having any access to the upper levels of the world. So I have no access to no trees, no animals, no grass, no water, and so forth. Yeah, check it out if you like. Cool, guys, thank you very much for watching, and as always, I will check you all later.